Snapshot number 8 for Minecraft 26.3 arrived earlier this week while I've been a bit busy, so my apologies for the delay of the video. The gameplay content of this drop is all in already, so this version brought us mostly bug fixes and tweaks, but also invite codes for realms and a real quality of life update to villagers. My name is slicedlime and this is a showcase of the news. Let's start with the villagers. A villager that levels up while you are trading with it now immediately gets the new level and opens the new trades without needing to close the window and wait. A villager bug has also been fixed that caused farmer villagers to not share excess wheat with other villagers. This version also comes with the news for the blocks and items of this drop. The rules for cushions have been updated so they now only break when in full blocks that cause suffocation. That means they can now be placed inside all types of glass, leaves, mangrove roots, and copper grates. Cushions can also no longer be broken in adventure mode. Concrete slabs and stairs now have stonecutter recipes which work like the stone ones. One concrete block gives one stair or 2 slabs. Straw beds are now quicker to break using a hoe and are now located with the other beds in the creative inventory. A couple of map follow-ups. The icon of the Woodland Mansion on an Explorer map now looks like the one in the icon for the Woodland Mansion Explorer map itself. And the name of some of the new map item types have been updated. That goes for the camp maps, which are now called abandoned camp maps rather than abandoned campsite maps. Ancient city maps is now called buried ancient city maps, and the mineshaft maps now being called buried mineshaft maps. A change has also been made to the generation of abandoned camps, which now generates slightly further apart with a spacing of 37 chunks instead of 34. In gameplay news, lots of fixes for various projectile-related problems, including them being desynchronized sometimes and deflected arrows getting offset. Shulker bullets that hit a fireball no longer always makes that fireball deflect perfectly to the south. Projectiles now collide properly with the world border even above water, and some thrown projectiles no longer rubber band repeatedly around the world border. Experience orbs no longer desync and appear to phase through blocks. This version also includes a whole lot of vehicle-related fixes, including for increased input lag when riding something, stuttering and laggy camera motion when in a vehicle, as well as the model of the vehicle stuttering when turning the camera diagonally. The head rotations of passengers in boats now show up correctly for other players, and head rotations of passengers no longer get stuck turning if the rider dismounts while turning. Landing on farmland that cannot be trampled due to server settings or game rules no longer prevents the fall damage from taking effect. And placing or breaking paintings, item frames, and cushions can now trigger Skulk Shriekers. In visual news, a bug has been fixed with chunks sometimes not fading in correctly. Poplar leaves now use the same mip-map strategy as other leaves and now look similarly translucent at a distance. Cushions no longer Z-fight with the top of a dragon head when placed at the same height, and you can no longer use cushions to see through blocks using the third-person camera. If you use a custom item to prevent void damage, falling into the void no longer causes the character to flicker in third-person view. Let's move on to realms. This version introduces realms invite codes. The owner of a realm can create up to 5 such codes for each realm and can then manage them to control whether they are currently active, set an expiry date, or delete them fully. For a player joining, there's now a screen where they can enter an invite code to join a realm without having a direct invitation. This version also brought us changes to the world options screen. It now separates the default game mode from the personal game mode, which can now also be changed from here, as well as an added button to control whether the default game mode is forced for players joining a world. The confirmation screen for locking the difficulty of a world now actually shows the right difficulty. The category headers in the debug option screen have been changed to match the new style of category headers in the other option screens. And changing the text background opacity no longer makes the text itself darker when the text background setting is set to everywhere. The error message for languages not loading fully has been fixed to fit the screen, and more importantly, languages now actually load. This version also comes with a number of stability fixes, including for several crashes and problems that prevented either worlds or saved hotbars from loading. And as usual, this snapshot brings us new pack versions with changes for world generation features and shaders. If you're also interested in that, keep an eye on my pack news channel for a separate video. But that's all for this one. Thank you for watching. The effect of clicking the like button now takes effect immediately without having to wait for the YouTube algorithm update. My name is slicedlime, and I'll see you next time.